Alright, so this is me using the Kuhaimi capture card, and it is connected to my USB-C hub, which has 10 USB-A ports, and this is connected to my Mac Studio, and I am capturing via OBS. So you can see my little 4K camera here, and of course you can see my main camera over there, which is pointing right here at the capture card, the Kuhaimi capture card. So this receives up to 4K 60, I believe, and it has a pass-through HDMI, which I am not using right now because I see very little delay, very little latency on OBS anyway, so I can pretty much play directly on it. So again, with OBS I'm recording everything, mainly the capture card as well as the camera that I have right here. And the audio of my voice is coming from this microphone that I have right here, and the audio from the capture card includes the audio being transmitted via the HDMI interface. So what I have here is an emulator running on 𝚤𝙤𝙯𝙚, and this is running on this Dell laptop that's right here. So this is a Dell Latitude, and I boot via 𝚤𝙤𝙯𝙚 on USB disk that I have right here. I think, yeah, I can show it on camera right there. It's not in focus, but I don't want it to move the focus away from the capture card. So this is in a USB hub, USB-A hub, as well as my controller, which is connected via USB as well. So without further ado, let's check out how the image looks with the capture card, which, spoiler alert, it looks really good. So let's just start playing here. A little bit of Super Mario World, and I'm gonna just start a new game. And you will be able to tell if the latency affects me at all, because again, I am not using the pass-through feature, which it does. The HDMI port is right here. So I'm just gonna start the game. If there is any issue with latency, then you should be able to tell, because I would be messing up a lot more. I am rusty with Super Mario World, but you know, that's beside the point. The latency should not affect me to the point that I'm not able to play because of the input lag or anything like that. So let's see. So I can... If you can tell from my view on the top down bottom right corner, I see it pretty much instant, and I have not adjusted anything for latency. Okay, so the sound is coming just fine. And yeah, I can input latency. Pretty much there's none that I can perceive anyway. So let's see. Again, I am very rusty with this. But this is a great way to play games and record what you are playing. Again, if you are doing some competitive gaming, maybe first-person shooters or any games that may be more sensitive to input lag than or to the latency of what you are watching, then you might definitely want to use the HDMI pass-through to an external monitor. But so far, I'm pretty much not noticing anything worth considering in terms of latency. That is not to say that I'm not saying there is no latency, but I mean, I just showed you again. Here you go, put it in frame, and see? At least I don't perceive any latency. I don't know about you. But yeah, I mean, this capture card has been working great. And by the way, the sound is being recorded directly into the computer. But for me to be able to listen to... My God, I am really rusty with this. For me to listen to the sound, because it is being recorded into OBS, but OBS, I did not set up the monitoring for me to listen to the audio. So what I have is another feature of this Kuhaimi capture card, and it is a headphone jack that's right here. So I have my headphones connected here, which are, by the way, my Sennheiser HD6XX, which are notoriously difficult to drive, and I am not having any problems with the volume. Okay, so again, very cool way to just record your games. So yeah, this is the Kuhaimi capture card. Connects via USB-C to your computer. The package includes both the capture card as well as USB-A to USB-C cable. That's really all there is in the box. It's a very small box. I don't have it here with me. No, I don't have it here. Anyway, it's a very small, very simple box. It only comes with the USB-C to USB-A cable as well as the capture card, and that's pretty much all you need. And you, of course, do need to provide your own HDMI cable, so keep that in mind. In this case, I am using a USB-C to HDMI cable, which is the one that's connected right here to the input port of the capture card. And then again, I'm not using the pass-through. The pass-through does support 4K, by the way, so if you have 4K monitor or 4K TV, then you can use that. And yeah, it works perfectly. I'm very, very happy with this. And again, thank you to Kuhaimi for sending this for me to review. So I hope that this video was helpful. I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, may God bless you all. Oh, by the way, I wanted to say something. Just in case you're wondering, if you want to connect, I'm going to just lower the volume here because I don't want Amazon to block the video because of the music. And if you want to see the settings that I have here for me to be able to capture the audio, because I did have to do some tinkering with the configuration, at least because 𝚬𝙁 is the one that requires the tinkering, not the capture card itself. So basically what I did was I went to the system settings, and first I set the audio profile to this one, stereo HDMI to output, and this will vary depending on how you connect the capture card to, in this case, to the device that has 𝚬𝙁 running. Okay, so just in case you have this or a similar setup, this is what I'm letting you know. So again, I have a USB-C to HDMI cable, so that's where the audio is coming from. And I figured that I had to set it to this one, HDA Intel PCH Digital Stereo HDMI to output. And after setting this profile, and you go back and then you go inside settings again, and you go again to the audio profile, and then the audio output you select it to be the built-in audio digital stereo HDMI 2. Okay, if you set it to auto, it's pretty much gonna be the same because of it's the only option, but I prefer to just leave it at the specific option HDMI 2. And the video output, I set it as DP2, so this is basically DisplayPort 2, I guess, the way it is being detected by 𝚬𝙁. So yeah, if you don't set this, or if you change this, then it's going to, if you put EDP1, I was first assuming that this is the external display, but it's not. And if I go back right now, I just lost the signal. And it went back, if you can see here in my camera feed, it went back to the laptop right here, which is touchscreen, by the way, so that's why I messed with that. To go back to the settings, just press home and start, and it's going to go back. So going again to system settings, and I'm gonna go back to the video output, and I'm going to select DP2. Because, by the way, the sound is now coming from the laptop or the device instead of the HDMI. Okay, so worth mentioning. And again, I'm going to turn down the volume. I don't think it's being captured, but I don't want any trouble. And yeah, DP2 again. So go back. Then the signal is going to come back here. There we go. And it is being recorded again. So yeah, again, I hope that this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one. And until then, may God bless you all.